You've worked hard your whole life, built a career and respect, and now retirement is around the corner. But there's one question quietly sitting in your mind. What happens after the paycheck stops? If you're a professional thinking about starting a business after retirement, this video might save you years of stress and a lot of money. Most professionals don't want to stop working. They just want control. Control over their time, their income, and their lifestyle. You may be asking, what business can I realistically start at this age? Do I have any energy to build something from scratch? And what if I fail? These are legit questions. Let's talk honestly. Most people automatically think of traditional businesses like opening a shop or restaurant or scholar transport. Others think of franchise. But here's the reality, especially later in life. High startup capital. Example, let's say you wanted to have scholar transport. The first thing you have to think about is getting a car. That car quantum, for example, is anything from 800,000 to 1.2 million. And in other businesses, you're looking at long hours, often full-time, employees, rent, overheads, regulations, high risks. But also starting a traditional business in your 50s or 60s doesn't just cost money. It costs time, energy, and stress. And unlike earlier in your life, you may not want to gamble everything you've built. So, the real question becomes, is there a way to build income without starting from zero, without quitting life, without burning yourself out? This is where many professionals begin to look at alternatives. One option that's often misunderstood but incredibly powerful when done correctly is network marketing. Here's why it makes sense for professionals approaching retirement. Low startup cost depends on opportunity presented to you. But with most MLM opportunities, you're looking at starting for less than 10,000 rands. In my current business, I started with about 2,000 rands. Right now, I have a 7-figure business. No employees to manage. In network marketing, you don't recruit employees, but business partners. So everyone is responsible for their own success, but the advantage is that you have colleagues, or rather a community that is also invested in your success because they also benefit when you succeed. No storefront or inventory. You don't have to move a lot of volume alone. But if your team moves a lot of volume, you earn exponentially. It's like about my friend. They only have on site the stock that they require, but collectively they have as much stock as ShopRite. That's how they're able to compete on price. This business can be built part-time, evenings, or weekends. So much time wasted in hobbies that don't move us forward. Prioritizing soccer games, soapies, and Big Brother at the expense of building your own business that your kids can one day inherit. In my view, free time must be for building something for your kids. Instead of creating products, systems, and infrastructure from scratch, you're leveraging something that already exists and focusing on what professionals are already good at, which is relationships, communication, and mentorship. You're not buying yourself another job, you're building a system that can grow with you, not exhaust you. Now, let's be clear. Network marketing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires learning. It requires consistency and leadership. I call this the learn, do, teach factor. Because in network marketing, you must learn all there is to learn about your product, what problem you're solving, who you are solving it for, and how to communicate all these offerings with all the potential customers and business prospects. But unlike traditional businesses, it allows you to start slowly, learn while earning, and grow without risking your retirement savings. Retirement doesn't have to mean stopping, and starting over doesn't have to mean starting from scratch. If you are a professional looking for flexibility, purpose, and an income stream that fits this stage of your life, then it may be time to rethink what a business really looks like. If this resonates with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below saying next. I'll share more on how professionals are building income the smart way, without stress, without burnout, and without betting everything they've worked hard for.